Imagine a world where the very fabric of reality bends to our will through quantum computing. A technology that's not just revolutionary, but potentially game-changing for everything from medicine to climate science. But here's where it gets controversial. Are we rushing into a quantum future without fully grasping the ethical dilemmas it might unleash? Dive in as we explore this week's breakthroughs and ponder the bigger picture. This week's Nobel Prize in Physics shines a spotlight on three trailblazers who laid the groundwork for quantum computing. In our newsletter, The Prototype, we're covering this year's award, an AI-powered startup tackling pathogen detection, a cool quantum cooling advance, and plenty more. Want the prototype delivered straight to your inbox? Sign up right here. https://forbes.com/newsletter/theprototype. Göran Johansson, a member of the Nobel Committee for Physics, speaks at the press conference announcing the 2025 Nobel Prize in Physics. AFP via Getty Images. Three pioneering researchers have been honored with the Nobel Prize in Physics this week for their foundational work that powers today's quantum computers. John Clarke, Michel H. Devoret, and John M. Martinis will split the roughly $1.2 million prize for their groundbreaking experiments back in the 1980s. Their key achievement involved creating a superconducting electric circuit, which lets electricity flow without any resistance. Within this circuit, they manipulated electrons to exhibit quantum mechanical behaviors. Think of it like teaching tiny particles to behave in ways that defy everyday physics, such as existing in multiple states at once. This breakthrough is now the backbone of quantum computers developed by giants like Google and IBM, enabling them to tackle complex calculations that traditional computers can't handle efficiently. For beginners, quantum mechanics might sound like science fiction, but it's the real science behind why these computers could one day simulate drug interactions or optimize global supply chains in seconds. And this is the part most people miss. All three scientists are still pushing the boundaries. Clarke, a professor at the University of California, Berkeley, has applied this tech to build tools for the Axion dark matter experiment, aimed at uncovering dark matter, a mysterious substance believed to constitute over 80% of the universe's mass. Martinis, who spent time from 2014 to 2020 at Google's Quantum AI lab developing quantum processors, has since co-founded Colab, a startup focused on advancing quantum computing. Devoret serves as chief scientist at Google's Quantum AI lab. I feel deeply honored to share this prize with my colleagues and friends John Clarke and John Martinis, Devoret remarked in a statement. This Nobel Prize isn't just about three people. It's a tribute to the global community's 40-year odyssey in quantum research. But here's where it gets controversial. With quantum computing's potential to crack encryption codes that secure our digital lives, are we opening Pandora's box? Should governments regulate this tech to prevent misuse, or is innovation too vital to stifle? What do you think? Share your views in the comments. This startup secured $7 million to combat microbes using AI. Matt Thuer, CEO of Hyperspectral spotting harmful toxins and bacteria, poses a huge hurdle for healthcare providers and food industry players. The issue stems from the intricate nature of microscopic dangers and the tedious, time-consuming lab tests required to identify them. Matt Thuer gained first-hand insight during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, when quick testing wasn't yet widespread. We all recall queuing for hours just to get swabbed, only to wait 2 or 3 days for results, he recalled. It was painfully slow, overly centralized, and prohibitively costly. His venture, Hyperspectral, founded in 2022 with Thuer as CEO, Lauren Stack as COO, and Vince Lubsey as CTO, is tackling this head-on. They employ spectrography combined with AI to swiftly pinpoint dangerous microbes or chemicals. This week, the company secured https://w.hyperspectral.ai Hyperspectral raises $7 million extension to its Series A round, boosting total funding to around $15.5 million, though the valuation remains undisclosed. Spectrography operates on a straightforward concept. Shining specific light frequencies at objects causes them to reflect or absorb light in unique patterns, allowing scientists to distinguish substances. Hyperspectral's AI, trained on data from countless pathogens, can analyze samples and flag contamination in mere minutes. With fresh funds, Thierer explains that Hyperspectral is graduating from beta testing and gearing up to offer its science as a service to initial clients. From there, we're poised for rapid expansion, he added. For those new to this, imagine AI acting like a super smart detective, scanning samples faster than any human lab could, potentially saving lives by catching outbreaks early. Discovery of the week: a slightly warmer path to quantum superconductivity. Quantum hardware firm EeroQ has unveiled https://edgePrenewswire.com/link. T=0 L 4525030 https://3fsjournals.aps.org prex/abstract/101103/prx. That its superconducting chip can function at temperatures just over 1 Kelvin. That's 1 degree above absolute zero. Traditionally, quantum computers with these chips need cooling to 0.01 K. While a small jump, it's a major leap toward practicality, as reaching below 1 K demands pricey, specialized gear not required for 1 K. As a side note, this development spells trouble for firms eyeing helium-3 mining. https://forbes.com/Jeremy Bogajski, 2025-08-29, Moon Mining Hyowum Interlune on the Moon. Since quantum computing relies on that isotope for ultra-low temperature cooling. And this is the part most people miss. Could this warmer operation democratize quantum tech, making it accessible beyond elite labs? Or does it risk compromising performance in ways we haven't foreseen yet? What else I wrote this week? Thomas Gallagher and I delved into https://Forbes.com/ThomasGallagher/2025-1009. This space billionaire rival to Elon Musk just got 500 million richer. How space mogul Abel Avelin nearly doubled his wealth in the last month thanks to AST SpaceMobile's partnerships with Verizon and other telecom titans. I featured Avelin earlier this year. https://2025/MEMEPIN mapping @. This billionaire immigrant is racing Elon Musk to connect your phone from space. Innovation RX 2025-10/808. How the shutdown impacts healthcare. The effects of the federal shutdown on healthcare, the Nobel laureates in medicine, a fresh biotech startup from scientist billionaire Robert Langer, and additional topics. Science and tech tidbits. Silicon Valley's Lilac Solutions is pioneering lithium extraction from salty waters at oil sites and places like Utah's Great Salt Lake, bypassing traditional mining. Florida International University researchers have crafted cyber defenses. .us.fiu.edu. Shield-activated researchers build a defense to protect drones from cyber attacks, for drones to thwart hijacking attempts. Rocket company Stoke Space secured a $510 million funding round to speed up its reusable Nova spacecraft and finish its Cape Canaveral launch site. Brain-computer interface firm Cognixion kicked off a clinical trial. https://www.accessnewswire.com/newsroom/healthcare and pharmaceutical/Cognixion launches clinical study integrating non-invasive brain comp 107929, pairing its software with Apple Vision Pro to help paralyzed individuals communicate and control computers. I covered www.forbes.com/alexknapp/2025/2025/this startup lets paralyzed people use computers without a chip. An international science team brought back to life microbes frozen in permafrost. https://www.colorado.edu/2025/2024.nflcip for millennia. MIT engineers invented a 3D printable aluminum alloy. https://news.mit.edu/2025 printable aluminum alloy sets strength records, may enable lighter aircraft parts. That's 5 times tougher than standard cast aluminum. Perfect for lightweight aircraft components. Pro science tip: keep your brain sharp with creative hobbies. To maintain a youthful mind, embrace a creative pastime. This insight comes from a recent study. https://nature.com/articles/6447-025-64173 Etrid 751789, analyzing over 1,400 people's brains. Researchers discovered that long-term engagement in creative activities, like playing music, painting, or writing, results in younger brains, based on cognitive assessments and scans. Fascinatingly, the specific hobby didn't matter. Each one safeguards brain pathways prone to rapid aging. Noted /www.tcdie/news events articles 2025 international study shows creative experiences delay brain aging. Co-author Carlos Coronel. For example, even doodling or composing poetry could help preserve mental agility as we age. What's entertaining me this week? While debates rage over Taylor Swift's latest release, it's decent, but not exceptional. Allow me to recommend my pick for 2025's top pop album, Orn Blue, https://kingselliot.com/album, by singer-songwriter Kings Elliot. This debut is a tour de force, brimming with heartfelt ballads such as Ashes in the Morning, sultry slow tracks like Starcrossed, and upbeat hits like The Promise. The songs showcase Elliot's profound talent and versatility, and I'm eager to watch her musical journey unfold. More from Forbes. Forbes: How Hakeem Jeffries Became a Millionaire by Kyle Kahn Mullins. https://forbes.com/Kyle Mullins/2025/1010/How Hakeem Jeffries Became a Millionaire. Forbes: With billionaire backers in tow, crypto's fastest growing startup mints the world's youngest self-made billionaire, by Alicia Park. https://forbes.com/Kyle Mullins/2025/1010/How Hakeem Jeffries Became a Millionaire, by Alicia Park. https://forbes.com/Kyle Mullins/2025/1010/How Hakeem Jeffries Became a Millionaire. www.forbes.com/Alicia Park/2025/10/ With billionaire backers in tow, crypto's fastest growing startup mints the world's youngest self-made billionaire. Forbes: A $250 million plan to pull lithium for batteries from the Great Salt Lake, by Alan Owensman. https://www.forbes.com/Alan Owensman 2025/10/ A $250 million plan to pull lithium for batteries from the Great Salt Lake. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the quantum leaps in this article, from Nobel honors to AI. But here's the controversial twist. With tech advancing so rapidly, are we prioritizing innovation over the potential risks, like quantum-enabled cyber threats or environmental impacts from new mining? Do you agree that creativity keeps our brains young, or is there a better way to stay sharp? Share your thoughts, agreements, or disagreements in the comments. Let's discuss.